Hello, boys and girls, and whoever else is out there. This is, of course, Hearts of Iron 3, and we are continuing with the war. It is March 1944, and as you can see, we have generally dealt with things. Now, obviously, we had a crash at the end of the previous episode, so you're probably going to see quite a bit of replay now as a result of that, unfortunately. But them's is the breaks, so to speak. So, let's see. That's a destroyed division making their way out there. And that's Vichy, France. Probably going to lose Tangiers, maybe. Don't know. Anyway, as you can see, the push up into France is going quite well. Everything is looking spangly. You can see all the troops now moving back so that I can push in further to Italy. So we now need to start bringing the troops round. So let's unpause that. 2. And so our transport is on the way. Now these guys obviously going down to France there to support what's occurring. Not sure why they're going down there. Let's keep them in Dieppe for the time being, and we'll get those guys in Dieppe as well. Okay, so we should have a transport ship making its way over. So there's the flotilla there, and there's another transport on its way to the Philippines, which I was going to send it to. However, I think I'm going to redirect it in here, maybe. Let's have a look. Geneva. Let's see. Actually, I think we're okay-ish that side. I want to kind of bring it round the back here and then push there and push with light armor up the side. Do it that way. Okay, so they're on their way, and we've got these guys going into France to pick up everything here. So all these fine fellows. Now the question is, let's see, production, yeah, everything's looking okay. You got CAGs coming in, mountain divisions. What's the point? Can I create jungle troops at all? Mountain, marine, paras, cavalry, militia, garrison, armored car. Not at the moment. Let's check out our technology. Let's see, marine infantry, airborne infantry. So you've got all this here. Put those 2 in as well. So, oh, Cuba's cancelled that. That's not a major problem. So you can see pretty much most of what's going on here. So you can see India's there. Now, trouble is India is being overrun by the Japs at the moment. Oh, there, and also the Soviets are running amok, as you can see. However, they will help us recapture France. So that's not a complete dead loss. As you can see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 divisions on their way down there. So that will help. And then these fellas will be moving in to there. Now, where's that transport? Yep, he's making his way up. We're going to have this transport moving in to... Yep, there we go. So he's moving in. Let's move that up to 1. And these marines, I'll probably need those guys to go to elsewhere. Now, here, I need to move these guys down this way. Actually, both in there. And then we'll keep the HQ there. What I'll do is I'll remove them from there and try and keep them supplied that way. Okay, so as you can see, these guys are going to go round Corsica and places like that, and you know, around the boot of Italy, and then dump them on that side so we can push back there and deal with that one. Let's see, what's that? Cougar's division will put at CNC East for the time being. So those guys are on their way. That's looking fine. So we've got a Destroyers division. And what we might do, I wonder if it's worth transferring them at some point. I have to wait and see. Liberia? Yeah. Very similar looking flag. There's Freetown there. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Anyway, once we've dealt with Germany, then essentially we're trying to take Italy out of the question. We will then move over and return all the troops to the Philippines, and then use the armed forces and the fleets that are based out of Hawaii. So you've got obviously the battleship fleet and the Pacific Task Force. We'll be using those guys to essentially do a push into the Philippines. So, oh, we ran into a fleet. Fortunately, we got destroyers in there, so they can deal with anything that they run into, which is good. So they should be dumping off the extra armour at the same time as these guys here. Oh, that's the carrier. Is there anybody in there? Yes, there is. So, there we go. They've been loaded onto the Pacific Transport Fleet, and we will cancel that, and we will deliver them to Italy. The Battle of Macon. Excellent. So those guys are pushing down that way. Actually, what we might do is get them to go in there and get them to go in Macon. Okay, so there's only one infantry with an AT brigade there, which is helpful. So hopefully that will proceed as required. Oh, the USS Carolina, battleship fleet in Norfolk. Okay, so the time is ticking, as you can see. Everything is proceeding according to exactly as I have foreseen, etc, etc. So let's see. So you've got all these fine fellows who can now be put under a different commander, which will be the 4th Army Group, who has got the 4th Army. How many corps? Yeah, okay, that's weird. Okay, so just going to pause that for a second, because what I want to do is, in here is the 4th Army Group Marshal. Okay, so he's basically commanding everybody in that respect. So if I stretch that out, 4th Army Group has the 4th Army, and you can see here these guys who are currently under the 4th Army. So what I need to do is look to find out what kind of numbers I've got in here. You know what, I'm thinking I'm going to have to create a new corps specifically. So there we go, the 18th Corps, and then we can attach the 18th Corps directly to the 4th Army Group. Is that right? No, the 4th Army. Yeah, the 4th Army. There we go. So they're now attached. You can see there. So what we'll then do is we'll get these guys here into the 16th Corps. Yeah, or the 18th Corps, sorry. So you can see here these guys. There's the 16th Corps. So we'll get these guys into the 16th Corps. Sorry, 18th. And these guys also into the 18th. Now, how many have we got here? It could be that we can't get any more into the 18th. Let's see. Oh, we might be able to get one more. Let's see. Yeah, can't get any more in, as expected. So, we'll create a new corps there, the 19th Corps. Find them and attach them to the 6th, is it the 6th Army? Oh God. No. Okay, so we can attach them to the 6th Army, yeah. They were Marines actually, so I don't think I want to do that. Okay. So the 6th Army should be attached to the 4th Army Group, which it now is. Because the 4th Army Group is led by Field Marshal Marshall. And this one should be led by Eddie Anderson. And then, so the 5th, so you've got the 3rd Army Group here. This is the 4th Army Group with the 4th and the 6th Army underneath it. So in the 4th Army, you have that many HQs. In the 6th Army, you've only got 2 HQs. So that means then that this new corps will have to be attached to the 6th Army. So that means these guys at the bottom will get attached to the 19th. And attach these guys to the 19th. Let's just see, there you go. They're not in 19th yet. 19th. And let's just make sure. 18th. 19th, good. So, let's find a commander. So we'll have Milburn in charge of that one. And then okay, we'll have Larkin. There we go. So, there we go. And what we'll do is we'll get rid of those two. And we will start pushing them up. So, let's just see. Where's the 18th? That's the 18th there. Okay. Oh, Washington. Battleship Fleet 5. South Dakota. Battleship Fleet 5. Indiana. Battleship Fleet 5. So, if we go to our outliner and look for Battleship Fleet 5. Yeah. And what we need to do is take Kirk and put in Kincaid instead. But what we will do is we will upgrade him. Here we go. So they'll be reclaiming their bits and bobs. As you can see, that's quite a significant battleship fleet. Okay, so we will send those guys over, probably with a detachment of destroyers. And here we go, that's the CAG. So that's fine. Those are all HQs and some troops holding that. In fact, what I might do, get these guys to move up as well. So, let's move these guys there. And then these guys there. Into the hills, it's not ideal, but it'll have to do. They'll have to go into the hills. These guys can go into the hills. These guys can follow them over there. And let's unpause it. So, things are looking okay in Italy. You've obviously got lots of battley goodness going on. Right, okay, so see, because once we've dealt with these lot, we'll take this lot out. You can see all these guys moving down now. And who are they under? The 8th Corps. Let's move him down to there. So at least they're within better. Yeah. And let's move him down to there so that at least they're in better supply situation. Okay, so you can see everyone now moving. Oh, they lost a squadron. Good. Serves them right. Current strength. Okay. 9.48. Oh, yeah. Rebase. So we'll send them into Genova and get them to repair, because as you can see there, their numbers are not looking good. So these fellas here, what we'll do is we'll split them up. We'll have 2 of them go one side, and then the remaining 2 the other side. And we'll move them up as well. So yeah, maximum strength, yeah, that's not good. But that'll come back hopefully. 16th Corps. Oh heavens, look at all them boys. Okay, so we could look at transferring some of those fellows over at some point to assist. In fact, we'll look at doing that. Where is the Seattle Transport Fleet? Okay, so let's send these fine fellows over to Reeves. And then we can get everybody except the HQs. Actually, do we want? Yeah, we want to get rid of CNC East. We'll take the 3rd Army and all the corps and all the divisions down here. What have we got here? Yeah, see. Take those 2 there. As well. Okay. More infantry regiments. It's unlikely we're going to get attacked, to be honest. I'd be very, very bloody surprised if we were. Okay, so what I also need to do is there should be a Seattle Transport Fleet. Where is it? So there's the Seattle Transport Fleet. Where's the other transports? There we go, there's the 3rd one, as you can see. So what we'll do then is we'll get the 3rd Transport Fleet into there. Get them to rebase to San Francisco. So that's quite a trip from Europe to San Francisco. Italy, technically, but we'll see. And you've got this flotilla also moving out as well. So, who's in there? Nobody. Nobody in there. Single man left. Oh dear. So you can see these guys now. We need to push for Marseille. I want that point before the Russians get it. Do not want to take the chance of anything happening. Let's move these guys up there. And what we'll also do then is that hills, yeah. Attack. We'll move that one into there. That one's the plains. That one there. These guys are all in a bad state of supply. Move them up. Move these guys up to support the Marines. Take them. Take into Padova. Okay, that's fine. So let's see. So we'll get that Alexander Graham Bell flotilla added to the other one. Okay, so it looks like our forces are under attack. Let's move to where? Okay. So you can see we're pushing pretty seriously in now. There we go. The USA has now annexed Italy. We have... Oh. I don't know how Brescia and these spots are belonging to the Japanese. That's a bit strange. Let's move in. Secure those areas. At the same time, we'll send these fellows here down to Marseille and Nice. Of course, you have troops in foreign territory, you idiot. What? Ugh. Okay, so let's get rid of that and move the Marines in there. And these two can go up to Bergamo. That guy's under attack. These can move to support. Push back against that. Oh god, what? Really? Go in there, boys. Yeah. Against 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. Nearly 70,000 troops moving into that area. No wonder they were having problems. Move those guys down to Genoa. And we'll move all of the HQ up to Genova. So those guys all being... see them. Current strength. So let's just check them. There you go. We'll prioritise them for upgrades and reinforcements, and we'll prioritise them. And because they're going to be a key part of what I'm doing. So they're moving into Modena. These guys can hit Salo. Okay. So the good news is we have conquered Italy. And that's looking okay. So victory conditions 5. So Italy is... yeah, Venezia. Where is Venezia? Whoops. Oh, buggering bugger. V-E-N. Venezia. There we go. Oh, excellent. Pause. Where is Venezia? Ah, it's there. What? Seriously? Son of a bitch. You snuck into it, man. Okay. Right, so let's see. As you can see, we're now moving in there. These guys are moving up to support. These fellows are moving up as well. Oh, okay, so France has cancelled the trade agreement. That's no big deal. So okay. So the question is, why do I keep using that goddamn phrase? It's so annoying. So those guys are moving that way. These fellows can move to Genova. These guys as well. We'll have these guys in La Speciaza. These guys also need to go La Speciaza. And these guys can go into Chadtopia. So, let's see. Yeah, those two guys are moving in. Unpause. And we'll also get these guys picked up as well. Let's get all of those guys back to there. Okay, so things are kind of progressing. What concerns me, whoops, is the fact that we don't have that spot there. And I really need that. 4th Infantry Division, CNC East. Okay, well Belgium doesn't need the food anymore because they've been liberated, so it's less of an issue. No, I won't have Venetia. Bugger. Let's send these guys down here. Actually, do we need to? No, let's send them there. Cool. Won that battle. See, we got in reserve, so that's looking better. Okay. So these guys can all move down there as well. So, let's check on Washington, Norfolk, or this spot here. Ah, hello there. Right, so, what? No, not that one there. Okay. Oh, that's what I want to do. So what I'm after is that one and that one to merge. There we go. Now, we need to get pretty much all of those guys over there. And then onto there. Okay. One of my victory conditions, see that? Venetia. Son of a bitch. Greece is an allied member. Okay. So, you can see here them all moving down. We will now move over here to see if these guys are here yet. No, they haven't arrived yet, so they'll be around this. Is that them? Oh yeah, that looks like them. So there you go, there's the transport division guys. They're on their way up there. And we'll leave those because what we'll do is we'll transfer those guys over to the Philippines and assist here with troops so that we can then start an attack here. So, we need a new plan. So, operation. What should we call this? Operation Retribution. So, what we'll do then is we shall... Where are they? We shall land here, I think. Like so. We shall attack that area. And then what we're going to try and do is move left and right like that. And then what we can do is move up through Vietnam and then spread out that way. And then hopefully what we can do is we can cut the Japanese off from behind. We shall then move down here like that, so we can basically cut them off completely. And we can also then send some troops down here to retake the Singapore Strait. And then I think what we'll do is we'll then start taking these areas here, Satsunan, Naha, and places like that, until we then start making a push into Japan. Which will probably be like Operation Setting Sun or something like that, we'll see. So there you go, that's Operation Retribution all set up. So let's see. Lost Tarragona? Who the hell are they? Mobile troops, by the looks of it. So let's send them in after that lot. And 2 lights in after that lot. Let's move them there. So as you can see, pretty much all the troops lining up here. So we'll put the Wasp there. And then I'll use this one for... Oh, what's this? Barrack... No, you're not getting a submarine. Sorry, fellas. It's just not going to happen. There's the Muff Divers. There's the submarine fleet. Here we go. And what I also want to do is get Battleship Fleet 5 over to Hawaii. And then we can use them to go down and pound the shit out of places. So, as you can see, there's a submarine fleet, which we will use. Oh. Okay, they conquered Saudi Arabia, eh? Interesting. You can see they're kind of fighting over here with Vichy France for Palestine. And Jerusalem and Beirut, see? And Ramallah, there's Jerusalem. There's Beirut up there. So, they're obviously trying to enforce their will there. Meanwhile, we're closing in on the remaining members here of the Germans in France. What? Oh, there we go, we won. That's good. Okay, we won that battle. So they should move in and try and cut them off, which is exactly what we're after. What have we got here? A flotilla. Yeah. Okay, so how many more have we got? No, there's only these guys left. And then we'll highlight all of that lot. Get them on. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these load guys to make their way down to the Philippines, offload in the Philippines, and then go from there. So what we're also going to do is the second battleship fleet is in there as well, so that we'll have 2 battleship fleets in there. So there you go. Okay. So what we'll do probably, that is CNC Fleet. Remove him and add him to CNC Pacific Fleet. And the battleships will go under CNC Pacific Fleet as well. However, they might end up under the command, oh, thank you, of Central here, CNC Phil. Now, as you can see, Kruger in as a Field Marshal, more skilled than him, no. And he has an offensive doctrine, so that he will be the commander there. Now, who's the third? Whoops. He is a Fortress Buster, and the third corps is under CNC Phil, which we should really just detach and have them as their own entity. There's no point having them attached to CNC East, because then we have a good arrangement there of people. Oh, Vesuvius. Oh, crikey. Naples. It's not good. Right, so as you can see, attached, reattach to the screw it. Let's leave them all detached. Just no hierarchy there. There's no point really. Okay, so down here, now this is truck, this area here, Ponape. Now for those who weren't aware, down here, Truck Island was their major base, so we are going to rebase the submarine there. Once we've rebased them there, we'll get them to patrol around Truck to see if we can catch anybody off guard. These guys, the battleship fleet, yep, fine. And that'll probably be the 5th battleship fleet, yep, on their way. So they're looking good. Right, so let's see, what have we got here? Nothing at the moment. So if we move these guys over to here, and this fellow here down to there, we'll leave the 2nd Navy here, just have them sit there for the time being. Okay, these fellas are what's next. So 3rd Pacific Transport Fleet is there. Okay, so we don't want cavalry. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get rid of the cavalry and CNC West and get them there, and then put these guys there. And what we'll also do is have these guys here go to Los Angeles, and they can pick them up on the way. Okay, so that is right. So here's the Seattle troop here. So these two guys should be able to. No, okay. So these guys are now ready to go. Let's get them over to the Philippines. Go. So, yep, there we go. That'll be fine. Okay. And what we'll also do is get the 3rd battleship fleet over to the Philippines as well. Trouble is the areas are not that great. So the US Pacific Transport or Task Force is there. The 3rd Pacific Transport Fleet is here. In. And get them down there as well. Let's get them in there. So I can spread them over the Philippines, so to speak. So get them in there. And what else have we got? US Ranger Task Force, the 2nd Navy, which is that one. US Ranger Task Force, which is there. Under Mr. Spruance. Let's move him. To there. Okay. So, yeah, by hitting this area, we hit the back end of the Japanese defensive area, sneak round here, cut off Singapore from any kind of resources, and then start attacking the Japanese from the rear at the same time as the English can then start pushing them back in India, which it looks like they're doing already. So we can obviously deal with Burma in this particular area, and then obviously push out this way, return Macau and Hong Kong, and then obviously make a push in this general direction. What is Shanghai like? See, the port is not great, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But that's a lot of mountains and jungle and crap. So we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, mountain divisions. Cincy West. So let's go and have a look at San Jose. See what San Jose's up to, as there's no doubt something's going on. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. There's only 3 of them, that doesn't matter. So here's our mountain guys. Get rid of, get rid of, get rid of. Into San Fran. What? Cheeky. What? Cheeky bastards. Right. US Pacific Task Force. Move. Battleship Fleet. Move. Right, so I'm thinking, yeah. Rebase there. Right. Okay, those cheeky Japs. Okay, so right. There we go, get those guys in there. We'll get these guys to patrol. Okay. Okay, so large troop. What? Oh, okay. So where's the transport fleet? Oh, there it is. Oh dear. I hope they don't run into trouble. They got some destroyers to protect them. So it's not a complete dead loss. Okay. Oh. Okay, they don't need less metal now, which I suppose is a good thing. See. So what they need to do is get that bomber out there. And then get those two to merge. There we go. What? Oh. Select. Remove. There we go. Yeah, I got there in the end, didn't I? Okay, so the transport ship should be arriving. Whoops, move. There. Invasion. Let's give them a surprise they weren't expecting. Okay, so US Pacific Transport, their Seattle Transport is there. US Pacific Task Force, the 3rd Pacific Transport is there, nearly at the Philippines, good. The Ranger Task Force is doing well. Everything is spangly at the moment anyway. So, yeah, really not much to report beyond that. So, let's do a quickie invasion of this place. And then we'll go and get everyone over to the Philippines. Maybe take truck as well, actually. That might be a good idea. We take truck. Because that will then deny them a base nearby this area. Gives them a little place to operate. Except for kind of Singapore, really, which would be interesting. So I think, well, they've got some bases here, but they're not very good. But we might use this little group here as a kind of invasion. See, look, 44. Cool, they lost their flotilla. How unfortunate for them. And there should now be a load of troops there. Excellent. Ah. We have conquered Vichy France. France has been liberated. Well done, fellas. So what we'll do then is we'll get all of my remaining troops. Let's see. What? There we go. And then send the 2nd Armoured Division. Well, actually, we'll put the 2nd Armoured Division in there. And so France has been sorted out. Still lost that bloody thing. That's annoying as hell. Really wanted that. So these guys here, invasion is in progress against a bunch of Marines. As you can see, they're not doing very well. So yeah, the HQ won't reinforce. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. We might have to remove the HQ off of that particular area. There's the US Ranger Task Force, which we will leave in there for the time being, I think. I do not want to leave this place completely undefended, because as you can see, they're still a little bit aggressive. Ah, Puerto Rico! Okay, so as you can see, significant amount of troops there. And let's send the transport fleet back to Italy. And here. So they'll probably come, yeah, there we go. So they're going through there. Good, I hope they'll be alright. Going past Japan. Okay, so how are we doing over here? Yeah, it's looking pretty good for us, bad for them. This division lacking a leader. Excellent. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Okay. Okay. Anyway, we'll leave that to it. What? We have one. Good, that's excellent. That meant keeping those destroyers and light cruisers in with the flotilla was a good move, which, believe me, I'm as surprised as the rest of you. I've actually done something right for a change. Let's see how our re-invasion of this area that they decided to try and take from us. Okay. That's about to all be over. Once that's complete, we'll leave a couple of troops here and go from there. So send them back. There we go. Yeah, naval base is pretty much done. And there's the transport fleet. So as you can see, yeah, they're all attacking in there. The battle is pretty much one-sided. You can see shock, shore bombardment, combined arms, amphibious, penalty, soft units, there we go. See, terrain issues, weather and night modifier. So, but it's coming into the being of day now, so it's not too bad. So, what's this? Yes, I will assist France with their Lend-Lease, or with a Lend-Lease I should say. So I think I'm going to wait until I've recaptured this area, and then once that's complete, the episode will then come to an end, and we will move on in the next episode for the invasion of Truck Island and such places as that. So let's see. Still got a lot of those guys sniffing around, and I don't like that. Right, I want these guys here. Rebase. And then I'll have them sniffing around. Now, yep, you can see here 98%, it's all pretty much over. Oh, what's this? Oh, the M163, the ME-163 Comet. That's the rocket-based fighter. Yay! We lost 897, so that wasn't too bad. Now, who can we leave there? Let us... We'll leave 11... you know what? I've done it completely wrong, southern way round. There we go. They can't do anything. And then we will reload them onto the transport. So, where is the transport? Where is the sodding transport? Oi, come back, you bugger. Cheeky sod. Disappearing like that, leaving the guys behind. It's just rude. So we'll patrol that area there. And the transport, which recently buggered off, is now coming back. Thank you, Mr. Transport. Git. And then we will load up the troops into that and call it an end on that episode. So there we go. Come on then, Park. Hurry up. Thank you. Come again. Leave that one on there. And park them all in there. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for this week of Tactics Thursday. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed. And we'll see you again next week for more Hearts of Iron 3. Take care.